Hello and welcome back to our HIP Roman Restoration campaign. In our last episode we took a couple of counties from one of the nomad guys up here, and we're at war with the Pechenniks to take a few more in this area. In neither case are these great counties, but I guess they're better for us to have than not. This one, for example, has no holdings in it. I think there's another one we stand to gain up here with no holdings either. But that's okay, we'll keep them until we can build holdings there, at which point they'll become a bit more valuable. I guess we could technically afford a holding right now. How is our income actually? It's pretty decent. Maybe we'll actually start a castle building in here. Oh, it's actually relatively cheap at 370. Okay. We'll do it. So once we have a castle here, we can create the duchy title and get rid of this land. So we can stay here and siege his capital, or we can go fight this army. Actually, we can assault this, so let's do that. That's the quickest way to deal with this. We'll release the prisoners and take more of our own. There's another holding in here, but yeah, I guess we'll actually assault this one too. That gets us to 100, great. So we can offer peace, enforce demands, gain some more land. So we did gain a couple of vassals in here. Oh, we actually just gained this holding outright. We can't create a new vassal in here. I guess we just have to grant it to somebody. We can upgrade it to a castle. Yes, let's do it. Oh, and we get a free city and bishopric. Even better. Okay. We'll grant the recently acquired land to a random new noble. And we have another province that is going to get granted out also. I guess we can somehow grant this province to somebody even though there aren't any holdings here. Okay, I guess we could have done that with this other province then. Unless this is a terrible bug and it's going to destroy the game. No, he's just unlanded, I guess. And we actually do control this land. Okay. So since castles are cheaper than I thought, I guess we might as well build one or maybe even two here. In these two counties. Sure, that basically goes through all of our gold, but it's fine. So we definitely want to make that our capital. Today, our wife enthusiastically challenged me to go on a horse ride with her, and not having any appointments I accepted, we both headed out for the woods with our escort, chatting and enjoying the fresh air. And suddenly she challenges me for a race and bolts off. The guards grow alarmed and pick up the pace as I decide what to do. Yes, I'll be first. As you race through the woods after your wife, your escort pleads for you to stop while hopelessly trying to catch up on their heavy horses. After a long and fast ride, the two of you decide to stop, unsure and unconcerned with who won, as you can't stop laughing, as you remember the desperate soldiers from the escort. What a lovely day. Sounds delightful. So we do still have the wrong holding type here with this city, but I think we'll hold on to it until we have the castle here and we can grant the whole duchy away. That's probably the easier way to do it. We inherited the theme of Bulgaria, okay. Let's see then. Yep, that's this whole piece of land here. I think we'll just go ahead and grant this as a non-viceroyalty, as a hereditary title, and just continue doing that as a general policy in the future. So we should not be his heir. Okay, good. We should probably disband our troops if I had to guess. That's probably a good idea. We do have raiders down here as well we could probably stand to go and deal with. Especially since they've just looted 50 gold. So let's send our army down there before we disband it. Okay, the Pechenegs are having a revolt. Probably thanks to us killing their army. We'll go for Majesty, I guess. Less short reign years. Oh, and we have been called to arms by our allies in Lesser Armenia against the Burakid Sultanate. Where are you? Over here. Armenian Holy War. I guess we'll accept. Just to keep him happy with us. Though we probably won't actually go and help him. We are going to want to conquer this land eventually. I guess we have Imperial reconquest CBs, so it doesn't really matter whether the holder of the land here is going to be Muslim or not. Alright, how long until our castles finish? Uh, 1097, so only just over a year. Good. Your nephew is of age. And here is probably the decisive battle of this war. Looks like our allies are going to win it. My beloved brother is concerned that he is still not married. Okay, we'll find him someone nice. And by someone nice, I mean someone who will give us a nice alliance, probably. Did I sort this by rank already? I think I did. Let's see. Looks like we're not going to get any alliance immediately since everybody is not of age that's available. Those that are of age don't give us any alliances. I guess we'll just choose somebody who is relatively close to marriageable age. And they can get married in due course. Not a great alliance, of course, but better than none, I suppose. My prisoner is complaining, we'll let him rot. We will, though, click our ransom prisoners button. Still no great progress on our plot to kill the Sultan. And nobody else really available to be bribed. This guy apparently is indecisive about actually joining. No reason to bribe him, I guess. So I suppose with our inability still to declare war on Rome, we can just look elsewhere for more wars, and I think we'll see what we have available with our Imperial reconquest. So this just lists all of the counties we can declare for. It would be a little more useful maybe if we could see duchies, but that's okay. We'll be able to see some that I recognize here. Dubrovnik, for example, would be over here. So we should have Imperial reconquest on him. But maybe we'll go for some of the neighboring land first. Here in Serbia. Actually have no Imperial reconquest over here. Okay, that's weird. Could claim a county on behalf of our vassal, but I don't think that's going to be necessary. Yeah, no Imperial reconquest there. How about Croatia? None? Okay. Well, we may as well vassalize Dubrovnik, I guess. They're Catholic. but we won't hold that against them. So they have very few troops available. This shouldn't be any kind of difficult war. In fact, this should be plenty. And I guess we should probably set the Sultan here to special interest so that we can be notified if he happens to die at some point. Since we'd like to declare war as soon as we're able to. Thankfully, I've discovered where I misplaced my ring. It was under my bed. What good fortune. Momentous events. And we have dangerous factions again, agitating for elective succession. Okay. What are you people unhappy about now? Nothing we can really do anything about, it looks like. Let's see. You are pretty happy now, or at least you're not in any factions, so I guess we'll move our Chancellor. I guess we'll just work on this guy. Alright, I think we're probably attacking across a strait or something here. Apparently not, okay. This should be pretty quick and easy. We have raiders again. Down here. Definitely chase them off, though it looks like our vassal is maybe taking care of it. Okay, good. In that case, we won't bother. My young son is slowly mastering the art of swordsmanship. He's up to being a trained fighter. Good for him. Apparently you didn't get ransomed before, but you can get ransomed now. There's a man I need to arrest and another I want to assassinate. My spy master could either help with the arrest or the assassination, but not both. We will increase our plot power. Well, maybe. Who do we have imprisonment on? I don't think I want to bother trying to imprison any of those guys. Yeah, we'll just take the plot power. Not that I think it's actually going to help us kill the Sultan, but that's okay. So the raiders have been chased off. It looks like this war has gone wrong for our allies. They seem to be on the back foot now. No sign of their army and their land is being sieged. The cook complained to me about my son's temper tantrums. Apparently he punched her son in the face again. Let's try to encourage him to be more patient if we can. Nope. He's going to be wroth. Alright, they're re-raising their army. Maybe they can actually win this. We can take their leader prisoner and end this war immediately, so let's do it. Alright, we apparently usurped the title. I kind of thought we would vassalize him. Let's see, can we make this the county capital? I guess we have to keep the city as capital. I guess we would have to actually hold both holdings, wouldn't we? So if we revoked this, we could maybe do this. Unfortunately, this is going to anger all of our vassals, and I don't think we can really afford to do that. So we'll just deal with having a city vassal, I suppose. We'll grant it to a random person. Oh, he desires the duchy title as well. Well, we'll grant it to him. Okay. Today my nephew asked me for fief of his own to govern. We will not be handing out any of those. I guess we could have given him Dubrovnik, actually, but that's fine. I'm sure he doesn't mind. We have more raiders over here again. Let's use some of our vassal, or rather our domain levy, to take care of this. So, still have the factions here. Oh, and has Rome come into this war that we're in? It appears so. Okay. That's fine. I don't think it's going to give us a truce with them, so... not really a hindrance to our plans, except we won't be able to declare war on them if we're still in this war. So, let's see. Can we grant this via the recently acquired land button? Apparently not. We have to find somebody to give it to. Who is bothering me for fiefs? Probably some of my brothers. I know this guy did at some point. And this one? Don't think there's lower titles in this county, but in case there are, grant that to him. We'll create the duchy title. Kind of expensive, but that's okay. And we'll grant that to him. Are you happy now? 65. He's kinda happy. Oh, he also needs the city in here. Okay. So he'll probably grant that out to somebody else. Meanwhile, we will actually go and chase away these raiders. Okay, we have more castles here. We'll probably just grant one of these. Actually, let's grant both of them to another of our brothers. Or sisters. And also this one. And we'll create this duchy title. And grant that to him, including the lower titles, which should make him extremely happy. Okay. Maybe they'll stop bothering me about fiefs now. So, I think we'll still avoid actually getting involved in this war. We'll disband our troops. With this many people involved, I have to imagine our ally is going to have a pretty bad time and probably lose this, which is okay by me. We inherited a theme of Macedonia. Let's deal with that before reading this very long message. We didn't gain any of the land, so we'll just grant this out as a hereditary title. To you, why not? Okay. Meanwhile, at the Imperial Palace, you are enjoying a late supper at the Great Palace in Constantinople, sampling some new wines brought in from the provinces, when the sound of a distant explosion is heard. Windows shatter and the chandelier above begins to sway as the shockwave hits a second later, dust trickles down from the roof, and to your dismay, some of it lands in your wine. You hurry to a balcony overlooking the city and see an intense fire burning at one of the warehouses by the docks. The nearby water in the Golden Horn is also ablaze, and the fire has already spread to several ships in the busy inlet. While their crews are in the process of abandoning them, the harbour area is rocked by a flurry of smaller explosions from the burning warehouse. Yes, this must be investigated. All sounds highly suspicious. Sifting through the ashes, the next day the fire has finally burned out, and you inspect the ruins of the warehouse with your bodyguard. You learn from your advisors that this building has the primary stockpile of liquid fire, or Greek fire, as it is commonly referred to as outside the Empire. This slow-burning liquid can set water itself aflame and has delivered Constantinople safely from more than one siege. The damage done to the warehouse and harbour area is the least of your concerns, however. No trace remains of the liquid's formula, a closely guarded Byzantine state secret since the 7th century, or the alchemists who are working in the warehouse. Without them or the formula, your supply of liquid fire has been cut off. This is a disaster. It certainly sounds bad. But we are just about out of time for this episode, so we'll have to deal with any consequences in the next one. Thanks for watching, and join me again then.